All right, so here's how you build a calendar that would be like a class setting. So if you want to get rid of a class scheduling app, you could actually use Level Up to create classes instead. And so we're going to go through that today on how to do that. Okay, create a calendar. Come over here to class booking, the third one over. Then going to go here. You can either leave this blank, otherwise you can pick whoever's going to lead those classes. So I'm just going to say one person is going to do it. Custom. If you wanted to Zoom classes or Google Meet classes, you could do that here too. I'm actually going to put our location, so GCP Mundelein is where it's going to be. Name of the class. Our classes are called Accelerated Fat Loss. Okay, this is where you schedule for your group. Accelerated. Okay. And then you need to add like a slug. So slug is technically like just the URL, right? So we're just going to say accelerated fat loss. Try to keep those separated by dashes. That's actually better for SEO. Just leave the widget Neo. Don't worry about going to the classic one. So this component, you could put their name here. This is more important because this is going to go on their calendar. So I don't think they need to know their name. That's why we're just going to call it accelerated fat loss session. Okay. So on their side, it's going to say accelerated fat loss session. So on our calendar, I'm going to color code it. So we're just going to color code it this one. So that way, this is just for our calendar. So we can have different colors to easily be able to differentiate what are classes, what are appointment meetings, what are new leads versus current clients. So these are just different ones that are good on our calendar side, okay? Not the Google calendar side. So hit save and continue. At the very top, how long are your workouts? Ours are 45 minutes. How long are those in intervals? So 45 minutes is how, so pretty much your slot interval is going to be the same as your slot duration, okay? Yeah, sorry. That is not going to make too big of a difference because of how we're going to build it out down here, but you want those to be the same. Buffer in between classes, so let's say you have a 10-minute buffer. We have no time in between classes, so it's going to be 0. How many total people can sign up for your group session? 20. How long before the class do they have to let you know? In our facility, it has to be 1 hour. Date range for our facility, they can sign up for 28 days ahead of time for sessions. And then office hours. So you want to do the standard, not the custom, because if you do the custom option, your scheduling notice above won't work. So just keep it standard. Then from here is where you're going to actually build out your class times. So let's go ahead and build these class times out. So we're going to start off with ours start at 5:45 a.m. And that first one runs to 6:30 a.m. I like to build these out separately just in case something gets mixed up inside of here. It's easier just to do it in this sense, just because these are specific class times. You don't want one to accidentally pop up at like 6:30. Inside of here, if nobody's scheduled in for some reason, something pops up at 6 a.m. and somebody's scheduled in for that, just keep these individual. So 5:30 a.m. and then I'm going to go ahead and add ours again starts at 6:30. I'm just going to do the morning one so it's not too long of a video. 6:30 a.m. to 7:15 a.m. Okay. Then we'll add one more. Our next one starts at 8:30 a.m. and goes to 9:15. Make sure you just switch it to say the a.m. Otherwise it'll be confusing there. Okay. Apply to all. You can go through and add in, Saturdays. We have Saturday classes, evening classes, all that kind of stuff can be all added on here. But I don't want to take the time for that, so this video stays shorter. We'll talk about, adding other class styles here in a second as well. Don't turn it on as a recurring appointment because it's not a recurring appointment when your client schedules for it. They're not always going to come at 5:30. I guess technically you could if you're a gym that, when they sign up for this, 5:30 slot, that's the only time frame they can come. and they pretty much bought that spot. You can definitely turn on a recurring point for there. If your facility is more of a flexible scheduling style, then you wouldn't want to turn on the recurring because it would pop up every single time as that's the same time they're going to schedule for. Okay, so save and continue. From here is I usually use sticky contact forms. So this is their information and level up. It's brought over. Makes it a lot easier to make sure it's just quicker for them to enter stuff in because it's going to pull in their name and email address. If you wanted to do drop-ins, you wouldn't do this if I was to do a drop-in calendar. I would make a separate calendar and maybe offer like so many spots per session. Let's say your class can hold 20, and you want to but you can go up to 22 possibly, and you want to add 2 drop-in spots. I'd make a whole other calendar for that. And you could put a payment part here too, where they could pay to get in that class. Acknowledgement email, this is for the client, so the client can get it. And then if you want this to go to a coach to let them know, I wouldn't worry about that. I would just have your coach look at their app and see it on who's on their calendar for the app. Emails you can also add in, like if you want to go directly to an admin or something like that as well. Let the calendar auto confirm my appointment. Yes, you can allow Google Calendar to send out invitations as well if you want. Allow reschedule, allow cancel. Yes. And then this is what's going to be sent off to them. Facebook Pixel, you can do all the fancy stuff you want. And then what we usually do is just do custom thank you. And then it's just like, excited to see you in class. Bring the energy, right? Something like that. Complete. Okay, cool. So then from there, we're going to want to add it to. So first of all, I guess you come over here and make a group. I've already created a group here, but the group's pretty easy. You just say create group, call the name, what the description is, and then I would change the name of this to whatever the name of the group is. So I'll show you here what it looks like on the GCP workout calendar. We'll edit that. So we said GCP workout calendar. These are classes for GCP available. Workout schedule. All right, so that's how we set ours up. And so we're going to set it up in this. If you have multiple classes, this is where it's going to be important. Multiple names to classes. So from here, let's go ahead and move it to a group. And we're going to move it to GCP workout schedule. Okay. Legacy link just meaning that it's from the old scheduling platform. So don't worry about it. You just click that button and say yes, select. Okay, so now it's all set up. So we can grab our scheduling link here. Well, let me actually go to the group section first because it'd be cooler to come through here. So let me grab the group scheduling link here. Let's go ahead and put it up here. Okay, so this is your GCP workout schedule, right? So accelerated fat loss class. If you had a semi-private, you could set up a whole nother schedule for semi-private. It'd say accelerated fat loss class, your semi-private here. If you had one-on-one sessions, nutrition coaching, whatever you kind of want to do, you could put any of those on this. This is the higher level of the group look of the calendar, right? So like, oh, I'm accelerated fat loss. So I'm gonna click on this one, right? So then here's your class time. So let's go ahead and go to next week. So here's all the class times available, 5:45, 6:30. All the different ones there. They can easily just go in. Okay, I'm going to do 5:45 a.m. Click on that one, continue, boom, put their information in. Now they're signed up for your class. So to make this, because this won't show up on an app for them, if you decide to get rid of another software and it has an app, this won't work as an app for them. So there's 2 options that you can do for that as well. Is you can embed this onto your website, so that it would be, this calendar. I would embed the workout, the group one. I went too far. This one, I would embed this one into your website. So you can just come on here, go to our website and schedule for classes, right? And then just click your website schedule thing, click on this and just walk them through. So they can do that right on the website. And then you can also tell them to just like, if you want to save it on your phone as an app, all you got to do is just set it up on your home screen, that specific schedule screen, right? And you can send out a video about that. I know it's not as nice as an app, but it's another way to get rid of another expense in your business that you could be, just using the software for. I hope that helps.